Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would jump on the latest trend, which is hot chocolate makeup. We know that all the colours that are in trend are the browns, the chocolates, the burgundies, and yeah, just those like warm tones that are very rich. So yeah, I thought we could do a makeup look and my take on it. I'm also going to be doing a base routine that honestly is like wear-proof, sweat-proof, will last you the whole day. I mean, I have trialed and tested it out for weeks, and this particular foundation, you've probably heard me speak about it if you do follow me on Instagram a lot, because I honestly think it is incredible. It's just one of the best foundations that I've come into contact with in a very, very, very long time. And so yeah, I want to get you guys on that. It is a bit pricey. In regards to the price, I would say it's worth it. So how has everyone been? I'm just gonna brush my lashes. I've actually got natural light today, which is nice. In the UK, we got told that a report that in a month we had 3 hours of sunshine. Nice, isn't it? 3 hours of sunshine. So today we have a little bit of sun just peeking through. It's like got a film over it still, but supposedly we also don't have enough wind to move the clouds. Okay. Off topic, I used for the first time last night the Red Ken shampoo. I think it's the, gosh, which one is it? It's a white bottle and it's got like silver writing. Oh my god, what? I don't think my hair's felt this soft in a very long time. Is it due to the shampoo? And if you guys have used it, please let me know, because I've heard amazing things about it, but I've just never used it, because honestly we hear amazing things about so many different brands and then they might not work for you, but this actually has, yeah, feel like it's definitely made a difference, but I've only used it once, so we shall see. I'm just going in with my moisturizer now. This is the Vichy Mineral and it's from the Mineral 89 range. Really like it. And it's nice and lightweight as well under makeup. Guys, I kept my skin dry so I could film. So all morning I felt like this. Like literally like, I don't know why I'm doing the hands as well, like I'm the dinosaur. Grr. I'm actually gonna go in with my brows first, just because this, I love this so much. Again, you would have seen me use it. I like to be loyal to, you know, keep moving with the times, but also stick to those faves. So basically, I brush the hairs in the opposite direction. This is just the fastest way to get product all over the brows. But this, look how quick it sets. You have to really work with this because it's really quick setting and definitely keeps your brows in place, which is brilliant. So I use it now just because if I do put the foundation on, it does tend to like grab a little bit of the product as well, and then it can get a bit messy and your eyebrows get that kind of foundation over them. So yeah, just easier to do it this way. Sorry, how quick was that? Look how fast that sets. I mean, that's really hard for me to brush now. And I literally put the product in a second ago. But yeah, do not fear, we will get there. Okay, there we go. You gotta move with me. Now, I don't really like my eyebrows ultra laminated where they are facing heaven, even though we love to glorify the Lord. I want my eyebrows to kind of go in a more rounded direction. That has really stuck down, guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to fill this in a bit just because, as you can see, it's set with a few gaps in it because I probably didn't brush it quick enough, because that one is like perfectly even and this one has a few blotches in, so not a problem. Just gonna go in with the brow with the Benefit palette, and very lightly, it's just powder. Just go over those areas there that look a bit gappy now. See, you gotta move with this very quickly, but I'm telling you guys, it is not budging for the day. Just might square it off at the start now that we are here with the product, and push it around. And sorry guys, if the lighting does change a bit, it literally is just because I'm only using natural light now, so we've got a bit of sunlight and it's really nice. Now I'm gonna go in with my favorite primer, and this is by Tisha Klatt. It's the Blur Primer. I have fallen in love with this all over again. It's such a stunning base for makeup, and the way that it just feels like silk on your skin and blurs those pores is pretty phenomenal. Okay, now for the Creme de la Creme. This is the Westman Atelier, and this is the stick foundation. It's the Vital Stick Foundation, and this is in the shade Atelier X. So all the shades run by, I think, Roman numerals. So there's like an XV, an X5, an X1. I go for X because when somebody asked me the shade, I had no idea what it was. I was like, I'm not sure. But yeah, I just apply this straight onto my face, going in, just swiping it on. Now, you're gonna see how this is gonna melt like butter into the skin. It actually looks like butter. All of it. And you're gonna see how it actually looks like skin. So what I mean by that is, obviously we say, oh, it's a skin-like foundation with a lot of makeup products that we have seen fly all over TikTok and yeah, just Instagram. And everyone always wants that skin-like look. For me, the way that my skin looks, so if you can see my skin popping through, it's not ultra glowy and wet looking and liquidy. It's got a natural kind of matte, but yet natural radiance to it. That's what you want a skin-like foundation to do. Now, I'm not putting down any other foundations because I love so many, but what I'm saying is I genuinely believe that this is the closest I have seen to that formula. So I'm just gonna blend this in. I hope you understand what I mean by that. Sorry if you can hear any other voices as well. People are doing stuff around, so yeah. So can you see what I mean when I say literally mimic skin? I think that is just got it down to a T. And I'm just gonna blend the other side. And it doesn't feel like there is anything. It's actually unbelievable. I don't understand how it doesn't feel like there is nothing on my skin right now. Love loads of other foundations, but you know when you do put them on and you feel like it's wet and you need to set it down? Because there's just this like feeling. Whereas this, I don't even, like, is it even on? It's a natural, I would say, matte finish. Blends like butter, and honestly, like, it doesn't have that sticky tacky feeling to your skin. You don't feel like, oh gosh, I need to set this now. I feel like it's there. I'm now going back to one of my old school concealers. This concealer, you can't really fault it. It's actually one of the best on the market, I still believe. It's the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I love the shades, I love the formula, and I love that it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It's probably, in comparison to a lot of the concealers out there now and on the market, I would say that this one still has that natural finish to it, yet the coverage is brilliant and it is buildable. I'm just gonna put it under my eyes. I use the shade Ginger. It's probably a shade lighter than my foundation. There we go. And just popping that in the center of the face. Might do a little bit down the nose for that contour. I'm going to let that set while I go in with my contour stick, and I'm going to be using the Westman Atelier. This is in the shade Truffle. So again, because this is the hot chocolate look, I'm not going to be contouring with anything cool. We want to keep this rich and like warm and toasty. Yeah, we like that, toasty. Speaking of hot chocolate, I really fancy one now. Might be a bit too early, but you know what? 'Tis the season. So I have been getting some treatments done off the back of when I was talking to you guys about aesthetics and stuff. I've decided, yeah, like I think I told you in that video, that I want to go down the route of more like natural treatments. So I have started, and please let me know if you guys have had this before, RF needling. I think it's like almost light therapy. So it's a frequency, and it heals the skin and accelerates like collagen, but with light therapy and frequencies. And it can like help resurface the skin, reduce pores and minimize pores. Yeah, all the good stuff. I've had 2 of those, and I have to say I've noticed such a difference already in regards to pores and stuff like that. Sorry, you know that contour is throwing me off. I know I just put it there, but like it really does look like it has shadowed the area. I know that's what it's meant to do, but maybe not to the extent that it is right now. So yeah, I'm just isolating that product and blending it and moving it around so we have a nice finish. And I'm also just gonna bring a little bit of excess onto the eyes. But yeah, I love this color Truffle. It really is that like warm toasty feel. And these contour sticks, they're quite firm in terms of the formula. So when they're on, they don't kind of move very fluid-like. They're set, so I always like to just buffer around the edges and gently soften it out. And again, I'm just going to put that along my eyes. If you want to sharpen that up, just get your foundation brush, gently soften around it, and you can lift it slightly. So then you've given that bit more of a lift to the face. Let's go in with the jaw. I only do like the end of my jaw, I don't do the front. And then I just use the excess to drag that along. Push the product right back to your ears and get that real nice sharp jaw. You want to make sure this part is very blended because you do not want any edges. You don't want to walk out and have like dark lines along your jaw that are obvious. This has to be blended nicely. How much difference does contour make? Like, just unreal. So yeah, I've started the RF needling, and what we're doing is we're going to do the RF, and then I think it's called mesotherapy. So mesotherapy is then kind of injecting back into the skin all the minerals and vitamins that the skin needs. So it's meant to make like the biggest difference, but first you have to set the foundation. That's why we're going in with the RF first. Please share any natural treatments that you guys are doing that you recommend, that you feel like work and have made a difference. You know, just those things that do what they say they're gonna do. Because a lot of the time there's so much hype around everything, but does it actually do what it says? Or is it just a bit of a gimmick? Just go up here and make sure that contour is blended. Now the one thing about your nose contour, guys, very, very important, you have to make sure it's central. If it is slightly off, it will genuinely make it look like your nose is off center. And if your nose is naturally off center, then you have to fake putting it into the center, and that will give you the illusion of that symmetry. So yeah, just be mindful when you are contouring your nose. I'm gonna go in on the sides now with my nose contour brush and give that some definition. And as you can see, I'm not going down like that because that will widen my nose. To slim, you literally have to create the illusion and bring that contour in. See? And I'm just going to do that on the other side. It's amazing, like, I always find contouring fascinating, especially with the nose, because it really does make such a difference. It's crazy. And I might do a little bobble, so what I'm going to do is just create a little line. Also do the same to the tip, so it kind of like lifts and gives that cute little pixie nose. And honestly guys, like, less is more. You really don't need to like go in with loads of harsh lines or really go in with a color that's so much darker than your skin tone, or, you know, so much lighter. You just need a few shades, darker or lighter, and it will make that difference, but in a really nice, subtle way. See, that looks really cute, but you can't even tell. Liquid blush. This is the new Huda one, and this is from her Icy collection. This is in the shade Latte. It's actually stunning. I've not used it yet, so this is the first time we're going to use it, but because we're doing hot chocolate, how can I not go for a chocolatey coloured blusher, which I haven't actually seen, but I love it. It is got a bit of that like red undertone as well, so like we said, we want that toasted look. I'm not going to go in with too many dots. I'll start with 2. I have used these blushes before, but in different shades, so this could be very pigmented. Let's go slow. Okay. Might be able to get away with more. Nice colour. Ooh, look how warm that has made my complexion look. You know, I saw a makeup artist share, and this is so true. We always go towards pinks, but actually it's the reds and those kind of shades that mimic our skin the most. So when you see a red blusher, you get so like scared by it, but actually if you put it on, it looks the most natural, but that is stunning. I mean, I love it so much. I am gonna actually put a little bit more on. I might just pop a bit just in the center of the cheek, just to, yeah. And these are really easy to use, these blushes. I mean, that was one of the claims that Huda made when she first brought them out, that you could wear goggles and you could still blend this without looking. That is so nice. It's got that perfect like blend of, oh, I look like I've had a little bit of sun, but actually I look a bit cold too. I guess that's why she made the Icy collection. I've actually been looking for a colour that gives me that like warm, bronzed, really cozy kind of blush. I think that is the one. I'm gonna move on to the eyes and then I'll come back and set the skin. So I'm just gonna be using the Natasha Denona palette. Look at what a mess it is. Don't judge me, but you can't help it. I'm just gonna go in with the shade Familia. This is the My Dream palette. They're definitely pricey palettes, but I can tell you it has lasted me so long. And I feel like this color is just perfect because it actually matches that blush to a T. Now this is gonna be like a very monochromatic look. What I mean by that is like eyes, cheeks and lips will have similar tones running through. So it looks really uniform. And I'm just bringing that up and pulling it out to the sides slightly. I've run that over the whole lid. And they're really pigmented, these colours, so a little does go a long way, but they blend very easily. I mean, I use these palettes in my kit for my clients, and yeah, they always just look so stunning. I feel like Natasha Denona is the kind of makeup artist who genuinely takes pride in every single product that she brings out. That's why I feel confident in purchasing from her. I'm now just gonna go in with a really beautiful like gold shimmer, and this is just gonna go towards the front, which has a bit of a pink reflex, which will keep that warm theme running through. That is so nice, and it opens the eye up as well. Honestly, such a stunning color. Really like subtle, but it does catch the light. For the top of my eye, I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna focus more on the lower lash line for this look. We're gonna smoke it up, so I'm using the waterproof eye pencil, and this is by YSL. The actual shade is 2, but again, it's got like certain undertones in it that are more warm. I just run that onto my waterline. And then what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna get the pencil and start to push it into my lower lash line. Quite messily, and you have to trust the process. And now I'm gonna grab a pencil brush with some shadow underneath and really blend that out, so it diffuses the edges. And it gives that really sultry like eye, but you don't need to add loads on the top. You don't need to make this look top heavy as well. And just bring it out a little. I love a smoky lower lash line. I just think like it takes your look to another level, but without it looking like typically you've got that full smoky eye. Just gonna repeat on the other side. Pushing it into the lash line. That pencil feels really comfortable in my waterline. I do trial them out, and for myself, it doesn't make my eyes feel sensitive. Some pencils do like have that feeling where my eye just burns. So yeah, be mindful of that when you are using a pencil in your waterline. Just repeat that on the other side, just using some of the shadows in the Natasha Denona palette to really just blend that out. I'm gonna go back in with the shimmer that I used at the top on the inner corners, and I lightly brush that along the lower lash line so it just catches the light. At the front in the inner corners, I'm gonna go in with more of a champagne and really brighten that inner corner, just like that. So it opens the eye up. So quickly, you have a really sultry, beautiful eye, but you don't even need to be technical when it comes to applying your eyeshadow. So that's a really easy way of giving you that smoky eye without having to stress about making sure it's all diffused on top and blended perfectly. And that's so quick. You saw how quick I did that. So yeah, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go in with my beauty blender, neaten that up. Luckily I didn't have any fallout. I have to say I'm really good when it comes to fallout. So yeah, just like keep that all neat and intact. To set the rest of my face, I'm gonna pick up some of the Laura Mercier. This is the Ultra Blur setting powder, and all I do is I literally pick up the puff and press it all over. It's amazing. I don't even bake, and yet, like I said to you guys, this is so like wear proof. I think as well, if you have oilier skin, you're gonna really find that this foundation and base works for you. Somebody did message me and say, you know, and it's always risky for me to recommend directly to a person that I don't know, I haven't seen their skin, I don't know what the texture's like, but you know, they just said to me they have oily skin and do I think it would work? And I just said, yeah, I really do feel like this foundation would work. And thankfully, you know, they messaged me back after a little time of wearing it, and they said like, wow, like it literally doesn't make me oily. So that was good feedback. I'm glad it went in that direction. I'm now just bronzing with my MAC Mineralize, just going over that cream. And this is in the shade Give Me Sun. Please, yes, give me sun. Give us sun. We need sun. I just kind of dust along the sides of my nose. To highlight the center of my nose, because I like to multi-use products, I'm actually going in with the Natasha Denona palette, and I'm using just one of the champagne shimmers. This is, you know, it's all about just like getting the most for your money. And it would be a stunning highlight as well, but I'm not gonna highlight for this look, but there we go. Perfect, no different from your gold highlights or pearly highlights. To go in with a powder blush now, I'm using the Glow Plate, is it Glow Plate? Yeah, Glow Plate Cushiony Blushes by MAC. This is in the shade Pinch of Marrakesh. I've seen this go viral. It's actually, I'm so glad I used the Huda Beauty Latte, because this really does complement that perfectly. Again, it's that kind of like toasted, warm, ready brown. And over the top of that, my goodness, it is just the perfect combo. Because you know, sometimes you go over with a blush and then it kind of covers that cream, which is the color that you want. So this is right on the money. What are you thinking so far of this skin, guys? To set under my eyes now, because if you notice, I didn't with the Laura Mercier. I have just fallen in love with this product. It is the Westman Atelier, and it's a Vital Press Skin Care powder, and I have never seen anything blur so quickly and last all day. I pick it up with a powder puff as well, and it's in the shade Pink Bubble. That's why it's like really difficult to see, because it's actually so bright. I put my powder blush on first because now I like to just bring it all together, but I just set under the eyes. Look at that. Like, that has just like taken away any dips, anything. It just literally makes it look so flawless. And it does it every time, so it's not a trick. Such a stunning powder. And the fact that it's actually skincare infused as well is just, yeah. We're gonna move on to lips now, and I am using the Dior. These are the Rouge Dior Contour Pencils. This is in the shade 300 Nude Style. And I kind of like bring that into the lip. These, again, you've got to move with them quickly because they set super fast. So I'm just overdrawing slightly. I've been using it every day and it's getting smaller and smaller. And now for lipstick, this is the YSL, and this is in the shade, I don't know what it is, but sometimes these brands really don't clarify what they are called. I feel like this says 62 times 600, which probably is not right, or NM or WN. I'll find it and link it either way. So this is a very, very, very 90s lip color. I love this. So, so beautiful. It's that real like beige brown with a slight hint of terracotta. And I feel like that is like the perfect kind of brownie nude to go with this look. So it doesn't look too dark, but it just really complements it. And I'm also gonna pop on some brown lip gloss. This is by Glossier, and this is in the shade, I think this is literally the shade brown. Just gives it that warmth. And also gloss. We love gloss. So that is my take on hot chocolate. What do you think, guys? Let me know. And do you like a lower lash line smoky eye? I actually think it's so nice. It just makes your eyes stand out. Let me know what you think, guys. And genuinely, everything I've used on my base, I am obsessed with. Let me tell you my ultimate favorites. The foundation, NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, the under eye setting powder. I am now fully obsessed with Latte by Huda Beauty, the liquid blush. As soon as I put that on, I was like, wow. They are the things that I'm like, yes, like I use them almost every day, bar the Huda Beauty, but yeah, I will be incorporating that because I'm really just feeling that toasted look at the moment rather than the real pinks. It reminds me of like the old school makeup that we used to do. So yeah, I'm all for it. It just looks more warm and tanned, and yeah. Also, these earrings, I have tagged them in my latest reel, in my latest YouTube, which was a haul. I will tag them again, but I'm sorry, $6.99, like H&M jewelry, and they're not even light. They feel, you know, hefty. They feel, yeah. And this jumper also is in my latest haul. So many people bought this jumper, but I'll link it again for you because honestly, it's brilliant. £19 from H&M, and it's just such a good jumper. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I will link everything for you below. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and turn your notifications on. As always, thank you so much for your support. Let me know what else you want to see, if there's any trends, any current makeup looks, any tips, tricks, just anything that you feel like will benefit you. Let me know because I am here to teach and help. Sending you lots of love. Mwah.